Yo, what is going on? How's everybody doing? We are
Yo,
live. We are doing the things with the things. We're here to mix up some teas. If you guys didn't see the title, Buddha, do it. See what you could do with the green tea and the black tea. I want to see. I want to see.
yeah, do something.
Mm-hmm.
Tribal. Just do. If you're gonna do it, just do something.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Shit or get off the pot. Oh man. Alrighty.
I
So.
mixed last week? That's my question right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, because I have this bottle, it's like unlabeled,
Uh huh. Oh, welcome to my
and
fucking
it's
nightmare.
like, dude, there's like this much still in it. Like
Oh,
it's pretty much full, and it tastes really good, but I don't remember what I made last week.
Okay, you want to
I'll
talk
have to
just
check.
last week? All of these, none of them are labeled, so I don't know what's in what and who's what.
busy.
Oh, well, I feel less
Damn.
dumb.
Sharpies are cheap. Just saying.
I know,
Dude, I
but
have a label. I have labels and everything, bro.
I have
I
labels
just
too. I just forget to label everything when we finish, and then later on, I'm like, "What the fuck was this again?"
I think for me it was more like shed time. Like and I just was like, oh yeah, I don't
Fair
need to worry
enough.
about that.
I
Blame the
just
shit
I
time.
write it and then I put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't get off.
Ah, okay. I see what you do. I should
Yeah.
probably start doing that then, because that's the one thing. Like Sharpie doesn't stay on these bottles all that
No,
well.
they don't. So I put a little piece of tape
So
over
when
it.
you said Sharpie, I was like, it doesn't stay on though.
No, yeah, it doesn't. But a little piece of tape fixes it. My greasy, meaty claws don't wipe it off.
Oh yeah, you're telling me, bro. Alrighty. So yeah, here we are. We're giving tips on what to do when you create bottles, which it's a good way to start an episode. But yeah. So we're gonna be doing some teas, but before that, we're gonna jump into what have you been mixing, Sifu. What have you been up to, my good sir?
I was actually really full with orders this week, and then when I get home, I start studying and practicing for my new job and stuff. So I have a lot to learn. So I haven't been my creative streak has been diverted, So I've been creative in other ways, trying to
Mm,
make a difference in the new job and stuff, because I'm expected to hit the ground running and produce, produce and help everyone cut their repetitive task down. So I'm struggling with legacy data and
mm,
proprietary database that they won't let me get tables from, and it's like, oh. So just kind of learning what they're doing and stuff. So I've been researching Excel tools and SAP tools and stuff. So and then I'm also still doing my code classes. So I haven't really been mixing much, but I did do. I think it was yesterday was Monday, right? Yeah,
yeah.
yesterday was Monday. I did 17 120s yesterday. So kind of after I did that, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't feel like mixing anymore. So then I did make a single today. So when I got back from work, so yeah, that's what I've been mixing. Just some updates on previous mixes. Um, the orange almond custard we did for the custard show. Well, that steeped out nice, and so
Yeah.
did the rice pudding from last week. Man, those both of those were really.
Dude, my pudding did not last. I already tore through that 30
Oh
milliliter
yeah,
bottle.
like I started vaping the
Oh,
rice
that's what we
yesterday.
made last week.
Mm-hmm.
Pudding, yeah.
That's what that is then.
Well, there you
Ah, that's
go.
why it tastes good because I love pudding.
There you go. So, yeah, the almond is awesome. Like that Wonder Flavors almond custard. It's got a nice warm, you know, awesome mouthfeel type of custard already in it, and just a little hint of orange on the back. It's delightful. And then the rice pudding is also turning out awesome. It feels heavy and dense, and I'm excited to put some type of fruit over the top of that. Let's see how that goes. I was thinking a little bit of raspberry syrup and maybe some razzleberry kind of combo would be awesome in that. So maybe even the mango trinity over the top of that would be awesome. Um, yeah, so I'm excited about those two. You know, I rewicked my I rewicked my Asgard, and I just started vaping the almond today. I kind of took it out. I was like, "Oh, the almond," and I knuckled it. I was like, "Oh, fuck!" So I rewicked it, and I've been vaping that. So it's delicious. But that's it for me. Yeah, I haven't. It's bumming me out because I have ideas and they are sketches. Whenever I click through my ELR, I'm like, oh, my Arrested Development starts getting bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm guilty of not going back and hashing out and fleshing out these ideas, and actually putting them in a bottle. It's like just put them in a fucking bottle, dude. And I haven't been able to commit myself to doing that. And that's bumming me out. But yeah, that's it for me. So how about Overdrip? What's he's been mixing?
Don't get bummed out, Sifu. I want you to be happy, bro.
Oh, I'm super happy. Like my life is a lot less stressful. I'm just it's more of a burden I'm putting on myself to kind of get going quicker at the job, because I've only been, let's see, I've been there for 2 weeks, but I've only had like 3 full days, and then well, 4 with the Monday. So I've only had 4 full days there of actually doing stuff. So, and got all of my accesses and stuff. So it's more pressure on myself than they're not, they're happy with what I'm doing, but it's kind of like, it's not good enough. There's still people individually putting single lines to find stuff, 500 lines. It's like Bart Simpson writing on the chalkboard over and over and over and over and over again. First thing you got to do in the morning. That's like, it makes me upset that people have to do that. So it's more of just me being OCD than anything.
You're trying to streamline everything.
Yeah. So that's all it is. It's not that I'm bummed, but it's like my life has been stress free since taking this job. So it's more like fun stuff for me, fun research, fun things. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I know I'm a nerd about it. It's the same way I am with mixing,
Well, that's the thing. I think that honestly, I was talking more so about like mixing, because you seem like you're down on yourself for not like putting plans into action that you've put the work in already.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
It happens.
I'm pretty sure that everybody out there has had ideas that they don't put, on paper or whatever, and they just get forgotten about. So at least you have that to go back to.
Right on.
But yeah, as for myself mixing, honestly, I don't think I've mixed once since last week on the show. Every so often, like I don't mix. I mean, it's not like I do it every single day. I've had like, I guess like a fairly, busy last week. So lots of times when I get home, I don't feel like getting, sitting down here and like getting ideas ahead. And I haven't really had that much time to think about what I want to mix. So I appreciate that these are all excuses, and I'm completely aware of that, and I'm fine with that. But I also know that there'll be a time, I'm sure very soon, that I'll just get that fucking bee in my bonnet, and I will go ham, and I will just start trying to develop new things. I'm just honestly, like, I think that for me, I've been enjoying things that I've created even more. So like, even I think I mentioned that last week. Like I really am. I love the fact that I know how to mix, and I love the fact that like I've gotten to the point where I can make things that I think taste fantastic. So it's harder to push yourself. I guess like when I first got into DIY, I was fucking terrible. So I was mixing like every day. Because I was just like fucking hoping to God that I could throw enough shit at the wall and something eventually would stick. But now that like I've honed in my abilities a little bit, it's like harder to find that like creative drive when you don't have a desired outcome. You're just like sitting there and you know what I mean? Like if I had challenged myself to be like, oh, you have to make X, I probably would be mixing a little bit more. Maybe I need to challenge myself to do a fucking fruit vape. Maybe that's like gonna be my next challenge to myself. But yeah, other than that, just been enjoying myself, chilling, kicking it, reaping the rewards of hard work in the past, and resting on my laurels, I suppose. So, how about you, Clown?
Oh, I mean, now that you mention it, like I actually got a couple orders for the fall flavors and stuff. And so I've been doing that kind of thing. And I don't, Sifu, I don't know if you ever end up doing this. Maybe you don't, but I have this really terrible habit of when I'm mixing something for someone else, and if I know I don't have any like ready at the hand, I end up making myself a bottle. So I end up doing like twice the work, but some of it is just to benefit myself.
Yeah, I get into that. It's like, oh, while my stuff is out,
Uh huh.
might as well make the wife another bottle and my
Oh yeah.
brother, or kind of
Uh-huh.
help the people that, or it's never myself. And I
Okay.
get customers that are like, oh, what's the steep time? It's like, oh, I'm getting to all the do this, do this, do this. This one takes this and this, and then I go, or just fucking vape them. They're your liquids. You can do whatever you want. So
Yeah.
because I have to vape, I have to vape young stuff because I'm always to a point where I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of stuff.
Yeah.
And
I
you
don't know.
kind of force.
Personally, I don't know. I took on the philosophy of I like seeing it age and stuff, see how all the flavors develop over time.
Mhm.
It's actually a very interesting journey to go on.
It is.
But
I actually really enjoy that. Like, I just
mm-hmm.
you kind of learn a lot about your stuff.
Well, because
And
even
how.
last week's mix, I wasn't so sure initially. And then as I progressed throughout the week, I was like, this is getting better and better. And by the end of it, it was a straight up pudding. Like, I felt like, okay, if anybody out there is a big old weeb like myself and Sifu, if you've ever watched Food Wars, they tend to like eat food. It's like a show about cooking. It's like an anime about cooking. And anytime they eat something that's like super delicious, like they go into this alternate reality type thing where they get engulfed by the food that they're eating. And with certain things, I feel that way. And with the pudding, it's like I said with Anthony Romella's mix, I felt like I was just swimming in pudding. Like that's how good it was. I was like just going Scrooge McDuck into the pudding and shit.
So, but instead of swimming in sweetener, you
Mm-hmm.
were swimming.
Yeah, pretty much. Just Scrooge McDucking it with the fucking
Is he
pudding.
here? Oh man, he's not here. But no, I totally get that. It's that's funny.
Yeah. So, there's that. And then I think it was on Sunday. I had gotten a request a while back to do a POG, which is a pineapple orange guava. And I was like, fuck it. I'm kind of bored. Let's just do it. So I decided to do that. And then 2 years ago, I promised Lee that I would do this cookie for him while we were doing, like when I had the mixing section over on Vaping with the Omis. And yeah, I finally did it. I did some samplers that tasted like crap, and I just was hating it. And then over the weekend, I was like, let's take another stab at this. And I was like, you know what? This is fucking awesome. And I'll say this much. In 2 years, I could see that because I actually had a little bit left of that other bottle. And I got to try it, and I was like, yeah, I remember why I hated this liquid and why I never got it to leak, because it tasted like fucking hot garbage. And it's mostly because it's a walnut cranberry cookie. And that walnut just fucking takes over really hard, so you got to be careful how much you're using on it. And so far I've knuckled this one, and I'm still wanting to test it, but I do want to let it steep a little bit. And until then, we'll see how this comes out. But yeah, so I've been taking care of some things here and there. And then the pod came out pretty good. I'm really actually enjoying that one. I've been vaping through that one. And
Nice.
So yeah, and then beyond that, just building away. I'm working on some 28 gauge aliens at the moment, trying to get that jar full.
28s.
Mm-hmm.
I like 28s.
I know you do. I'll show you the handful that I have ready. But yeah, here we are. Alrighty, so now we're gonna hear real quick from our sponsor, and we'll be right back. Bam. All right,
Yeah.
we're back
There was
from.
what was the other one? There was a gear.
There was the gear, the heatsink, and then there was like this one that looked like a bottle cap top. There you go. That was it.
Yeah.
I hated
can't
that
So
remember
one.
what the fuck that one's
you
called.
got the gear one, right?
I have the gear and the heatsink.
Yeah, the original,
'Cause,
the
see, this is
heatsink
a-
one looks like a lot like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Wait, since Tribal's out there.
All right. Come
Tribal's
on.
out there. He knows. We've been talking Armageddon stuff for a long time.
You made me do it.
See, there's the gear one right there.
But anyway, I wanted to spin off on your coil. Oh, okay. Okay, so before we went to break, I wanted to spin off on your coil challenge stuff. It's like, I don't know if you guys remember David Marlowe, CAF coils. He was my coil builder before he changed careers and stuff. But
Yeah.
he made us something that was called a panda corn,
Mm-hmm.
which was basically an alien, but the cores were square. It was a square
okay,
wire.
yeah. I know what you're
And
talking
then
about.
they baked pretty awesome. I just, just throwing it out there that maybe you boys might want to tackle that someday. Some
It's more
square
trying to
cores.
get square wires, not the easiest.
Yeah.
I know. I think Kidney Puncher does it.
Yeah, kidney punchers makes. Yeah, I think he only used kidney puncher.
Yeah,
So.
but that's about it. And even then, they don't ship out of Arizona anymore. So,
All right.
yeah. That's why, like, Duchess was able to get wire because he lived, like, I think he said he was, like, 15 minutes away from their shop. So he would place an online order and then just go pick it up later in the day.
Yeah, that's handy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he's going to do for wire now because he doesn't live in Arizona anymore.
Maybe I'll have to like switch up brands.
Maybe. We'll see. There's not many
Twisted
options.
Messes. Twisted
I've
Messes
heard good
is
things
Twisted
about
Messes.
Coil Cloud.
Oh, dude, Coil Clot's amazing.
Yeah. Well, Twisted Messes still ships wire. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
think
really
so.
don't know.
I
mean,
just remember
his
I've
site
heard
is
from
still
a lot of
open.
people that it's like not like it's kind of on that upper echelon of price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like I would probably buy, stuff from the hardware store until I got good at it. Like I wouldn't even vape from just practicing, if I ever did that.
Well, you could probably order shit from Amazon. You can
Yeah,
get, like,
that's what I was
wire.
gonna say. You could always get the Amazon stuff. It's complete garbage, but
Yeah, yeah,
you
I
can't
wouldn't
go
vape
wrong
it, but
for
'cause
like
you-
$5 for 100 feet.
yeah, I'd be afraid,
No, you can like you can use KB wire. There's people that would buy that and actually like make coils and sell them.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
It's not complete shit.
No. It's not KB. It's something else. It's called like Master Cloud or something stupid like that.
Well, you used to be able to get KB wire from Amazon.
Yeah,
I know
you
that
used
for
to, but then they had a website and then they kind of just went away. I don't know what happened to them. I know they had like some controversy with something, but they just
Well,
more
I
or
mean,
less
it
kinda
is
went away.
vaping. There seems to be controversy with a lot of stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, something about their wire blends or something. I don't know. Yeah, and once you get a bad rep in the vape industry, you kind of just ruined everything for yourself if you want to make a career out of this.
Yeah, that's what happened to Morton Owen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and that's why I quit YouTube too.
Yeah.
I'd
enjoyed
assume
it.
I don't know the man, but it really
Yeah, he
appeared
said
that
he
way.
had work things to do, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
He is an engineer of some sort, isn't
I couldn't
no.
tell you.
No, that's not what he was.
he? No?
No.
I
He-
think that like he
He
looked at
claimed
airflow
to
like
know a lot about
yeah.
engineering, but he wasn't an engineer.
Gotcha.
He got called out on
What?
that shit.
you know what though I will say one thing about more knowing.
He took a
He
shot.
looked at things at a different fucking angle and took a shot,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
right? And he got 2 products to the market, so
Yeah.
it's more than me.
Actually, his the 30 millimeter he did
That one was that one
reviewed
got-
well.
Yeah, that one got
I
a
think
lot
good
of love.
reviews.
It's
But he
just
got a lot of slack for the branding because he made himself look like a South Park character, so
yeah.
Yes.
But it was that, and the first RDA he put out just already left a bad taste on a lot of people's mouths.
yeah, but I mean, the 30 mil one he did actually was reviewed pretty well.
Mhm.
Anywho, I think that was the collab with Cthulhu, I think.
Yeah,
Both of them were
It was
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, more knowing. What the fuck was that one called though?
The one with the
The first one was the Nord,
yeah,
and it was
That
with
thing.
Adam Vapes.
yeah.
Well, the
That
mech
thing
mod was good,
interesting.
but the atomizer
Yeah.
was doo-doo.
I still have the mech mod, but I don't.
The Sandman mech.
Yeah, the Sadman mech.
It was
was
basically a
awesome.
V-God, was it not?
I don't remember.
I think that it was like virtually a V-God. Either
Oh,
way, we don't need to slander Mornoan. Sorry,
Nah.
Mornoan. Hopefully you're doing really well. I'm sure that you'll
And
obviously see this,
his
but
wicking on the
he
his
went
wicking
robot on you
video
too, right?
on the OG
yeah,
recoil.
dude, I was
Yeah.
like, is that just my internet?
No, yeah, because you froze because you were just,
You're fine.
yeah.
Because I couldn't understand what was
We lost
happening.
Sifu. There, Sifu.
No, he's back. He's back.
I'm back. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so sorry, I think my stuff went unstable there for a minute, kind of like I am, but the wicking video on the OG recoil where he said put the whenever it's angled down like this to put your coils lower so that it hits the side of the coil instead of the top so that the air doesn't go behind, it goes around and up, and that actually changed that RDA for me. Like it really helped. And also his wicking on wicking really tight, I started doing that for everything, and it's just been that's worked good, and not trimming, not thinning out, just
Wick tight. He liked
wick
wicking
tight.
tight.
Yeah, wick tight and don't thin them out, and because he actually proved that if you thin them, it breaks the strands and you get less draw up. So that was actually, you saying that, the way he approached things differently. I thought that was that whole experiment he did where he put the wicks through a piece of paper of different types of, this one's real tight, this one's broken, this one, and then with the blue, he dyed the liquid, and you could watch them time lapse up. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So he did do some cool stuff, but yeah, that
Zathog. That's what it is.
Zathog.
Sorry, the whole time I've been
go.
thinking about it. I was listening to you, but I was also in my brain trying to remember what the fuck it was called. So my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah. All right. So with that, let's move on.
yeah. Let's move on. All right, I'm gonna jump into what I'm mixing. I'm gonna take charge. So
do it.
As you guys can probably tell, this is the episode, and also Clown did mention that when we first started off. So for anybody that started late tonight, we're doing something to do with tea. Doesn't matter what it is. I sort of feel like I'm cheating, and I'm going with an iced tea, but it's going to be like a slightly different one. I don't even know how I came up with this idea, and I don't even want to say that it's original. It's what my brain thought would be good. So I am going with like a chilled tea. My tea component is I'm using iced tea from Flavor West at 3%. And I'm also using sweet tea from One on One at 3%. So even though that's 6% of tea, both of those are kind of like on the weaker side. So I just wanted to like basically bolster one with the other one. So that's what I'm doing for my tea component. And then the extra stuff that I'm putting in is like, I was thinking that I could do like an orangey citrus, is what my thought was behind the iced tea, because the iced tea from Flavor West already has like a slight lemonness to it. So I'm adding Toonie and I's favorite lemon flavor, good old Flavor Express lemon, at 1%. And I'm using Royal Orange Premium from Flavor Art, because Flavor Art is still my favorite flavor house, at 1%. And I'm using Orange Citrus Tangy from Wonder Flavors at 0.75%. And I'm going with a little bit of Super Sweet at 0.5%, not only because that's pretty much what I always do at the beginning, but also because iced tea is sweet. Anybody that's ever had an iced tea that didn't have enough sugar, it probably wasn't very good. So that's why the sweetener's going in there. I'm coming in at 9.25%. And my mix this week is actually at 2.5 milligram for anybody that ever notices that. And it's a max PG because this guy has no more PG left. So it's 8713.
Nice.
There you go.
So that's what's up with me.
Dude,
Nice.
clouds for days.
Clouds, tea clouds,
Yes, sir. An orgy citrus.
orgy
It's the
citrus.
best kind of fucking citrus, bro.
Oh, that's a good name for the mix.
Who remembers?
Well,
when
actually,
Jonah-
my mix is called Teabag Tuesday.
Nice.
Oh, that's even better.
Nice.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
Okay. So speaking of names, I named mine Hello Hot Toddy here. And I'm doing a lemon bourbon ginger hot toddy. So hot toddy is like just a tea with a lot of bourbon, a lot of lemon. So whenever you're feeling sick or something, or it usually knocks the edge off of most things. Or it was something that we would drink a lot of whenever we were skiing a lot. My wife's aunt had a house in Angel Fire, New Mexico, and we would go every year go skiing, and that was something we would make a lot of. So I am using the black tea from SSA at 3%. For the bourbons, I'm doing Mandalorian's base, his bourbon stone there. So it's the bourbon from Wonder Flavor, 2%, the verb from VTA from 1%. Anyone is into a bourbon mix, that is like, I don't know if there's anything that I can do better than that. So tried and true, and sticking with it. So for the ginger, I'm using the Natural Flavors Ginger Organic at 0.15, because the last time I used this, I used it at 1/4% and it ruined the whole mix. So I'm going less than that. So we're going to do that. For the honey syrupy component, I'm using the golden syrup from VTA at 1%, and super sweet at 0.5%, because like Chris said, it should be sweet. And for the lemon, I'm going with the VSO at 1%, coming in at 10.15%. And I have PG, so I'm making 70/30. And yeah, let's see how that goes. Oh, Tribal, you said elderberry. Like I almost went that route because I do have elderberry, but I didn't. I wanted a hot toddy here in my shed.
See if we are getting.
How about you, clown? What you doing?
All right. First of all, I built the Exile while we were talking and stuff because I couldn't help myself. So we're using that instead of what I originally planned to use. So we'll see. But yeah, for me, I am going to do a milk tea. We're going to be doing, I don't know, I just kind of felt like a milk tea sounded pretty good. We'll see if this works. We're going to try this. So it is black tea from Flavora at 0.25%. A lot of these have to be low just because if not, that earthiness just takes over. Because I have tried doing some teas before and most of them just, they go full on like old tobacco really quickly.
Oh.
I don't know how to explain it better. It's just very earthy. How about this? If you're big into IPAs, go heavy with the teas. If you're not, like me, don't go heavy on the teas. But then we're doing molasses at 0.25%, red tea from Flavora at 0.25%. We're doing some super sweet at 0.5%. Then I'm gonna do vanilla milkshake from Nicotine River. We'll see how that turns out at 3%. And just to add to the milkiness, white chocolate milk cream from Wonder Flavors at 1%. So we'll see how this whole thing turns out. I'm excited to try it, but I'm hoping it doesn't go full on hoppy beer. How about that? Let's put it to that term. Hoppy beer.
Son of a...
All right. Wish me luck.
Okay.
These are just 0.8 grams.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I opened up the golden syrup and it squirted all over my pants.
Yeah, sure. It was golden syrup. It wasn't the golden other thing. That's sure.
It looks like I pissed myself.
Now you're getting up there in age, Sifu, but come on.
Yeah. I forgot to freshen up my
laugh 'cause
depends.
he's older than me.
See, He's like, I fucking hate you too right now.
My incontinence is showing. That was awesome. And golden syrup is quite pungent.
I hate when you spill something and it just smells.
Oh,
I know, Tribal Buddha, no tapioca, but I don't know how to replicate that in a liquid. And once I figure it out, we're doing it. We're doing it, buddy. Because I love boba tea.
Dude, I honestly, it grosses me right out.
I know.
really?
Yeah, he told us last week. He said they
Oh,
look
that's
like
right.
fish eyes.
Yeah, we were talking about tapioca for tapioca pudding. Yeah.
Yeah, he said fish eyes.
That's for fish eyes. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And I mean, that's fine. Honestly, I don't like tapioca pudding either. I find it gross, but I can do boba tea. I don't get it. It's a very confusing time.
Oh,
God. Oh, it's gonna ruin
I feel like
everything
my
because now all I
arms
do is
out of
smell it.
shaking shape.
You need to get a shake weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shake it, baby.
You know what? I think I'm over shaking this, so I'm just gonna fucking start dripping it.
Drip, drip, sonata. Drip your body line.
And I'm using a fantastic RDA that gets no love.
The layer cake.
Nope. No. That's just, I would have said the goat then.
That okay,
But
fair
this
enough.
is
That's
a,
true. I should know.
this
better.
is a fantastic RDA. Dude, it's the fucking Widowmaker.
That's okay.
Dude, this art, what? It's okay, dude. This
I had
RDA
one.
is fucking phenomenal, dude. What are
I
you
had
talking
one.
about?
It was okay.
It's fantastic.
I wouldn't say it's hot garbage, but at the same time, I don't agree with that. It's phenomenal.
Dude, the flavor on it's super good. It's like crazy conductive. Excuse me. I have like a 0.13 in here, and on a mech it rips like a 0.1. The airflow's like crazy smooth with the honeycomb. I'm not like, I honestly, like, there's parts about it that I don't like. Like I don't like how tall the top part is, because when you try to pull the top cap to check your wicks or whatever, it's really hard to do unless it's on a tube mod that's a 24.
Yeah.
Because then you can actually grip hold of the base.
Yeah.
Because it ends up just like pulling the top part off, and like you have two pieces in your hand. But
well, say like the whole down the middle split cut design on RDAs was never my favorite.
But you know what? The one thing about this one is that a lot of other RDAs that have like that similar, like we'll say like two-piece cap, it has zero seepage out of the fucking line.
Yeah, I'll give
like
you that.
None.
Not even like condensation comes out of it.
Yeah, not even. Exactly. And the way, dude, the fucking channel is so compressed that if you wick it, when you pop the cap, you can see the indentation on your cotton. Like it's a really small chamber in there.
That's what she said.
What's up, Lee?
The Leaf.
Ern, I gotta tell you, you need to try some more RDAs, bud.
What did Ern say?
I didn't even. I knew I wouldn't like that one.
No, it's like I'm throwing shade, but I'm not really. I just think that like that company has better RDAs. Well, at least one better RDA than that one for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan either.
Dude, the Odium's a lot better.
I never got to try the Odium, but the other ones were... I think my main thing was they just kind of came off as like everything else I'd seen before. And then I get like kind of critical about things whenever it just feels like a copy of something else.
Oh. Well, it's a tea. Let's see.
Okay, so one thing I'm going to say is that I think that that combo of like the lemon and those two oranges
Hmm.
is fantastic.
Dude, I think I'm on. I'm dead on.
Like fantastic.
I am fucking excited over here.
Ern, have you even built your layer cake yet? I know I remember you saying you had one, but dude, you want to know another RDA that's fucking got no love and it's fantastic? Is this one, the fucking Screamer RDA from Mech Life? Dude, what a fucking banging RDA. Well, Ern, I suggest if you can find a Screamer RDA, pick one up. I bet you can find it for $20 somewhere. And also, I would suggest the Widowmaker. I think that it's a fantastic RDA, and you could probably also pick that up for $20 somewhere.
Does the layer cake go all the way through, or is it that block pin for the squonk?
No, it leaks. I
Okay.
have one that I don't have a solid pin for it,
Yeah.
and it does leak. Yeah, it'll leak through there.
Ern, get you what is it? A Defined Designs DS.
Well, see, I always use it on like mech mods, and I'll just wipe the battery off.
Yeah.
But for a lot, like I think that Ern just recently got his first mech mod, so that's why he wasn't going to try it because it would leak into his mod, which makes sense. Same thing. I have an
Damn.
RDA for vaping, and I only have a squonk pin, so like I use it on mech mods only.
Yeah. Dude, Pam's
I
calling
should
me
probably
out.
just like hit Beecher up and ask for one.
Yeah, you probably could.
Pam, that's possible, but here's the thing though. A friend of mine, he thinks that the Widowmaker is really good as well. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Sean uses his a lot, and James uses his as well.
So there's 3 of you out of like the entire world.
Yeah, it's true.
Nah, I mean, like I said,
There's a handful of us.
will I say it's hot garbage? No. Was it my favorite? No. But I mean, it was still a good RDA. It wasn't awful. And honestly, I'll give it to El Mono Vapeador because that was the dude that designed it. He's a dude from Spain.
Yeah.
His reviews crack me up. I will say it's funny hearing reviews in Spanish after knowing so much English terminology for vaping. Because like even like coils, they don't call them coils; they call them resistances.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like ultimately, they are resistors.
They are, but I just like it threw me off on that. Like I was like, holy shit! Like
Maybe
a lot
there's
of
like no
terminology is
direct
different.
translation for like coils.
There isn't. I've tried looking it up. There isn't. Or if there is some words that correlate, but they don't translate properly. If that makes any sense. Dude, okay, I'm happy.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about mine. Okay, so I don't get that much tea.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that like both these concentrates will do a lot over like the next 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So in 48 hours, I'll probably get more tea. But like I said before, that orange citrus tangy, the royal orange from Flavor Art, and the lemon from Flavor Express, man, is that ever a combo? Honestly, feel like that could just be a straight up flavor, just those 3 flavors. Put a little bit of super sweet in, and I bet you it would taste fantastic. So maybe that's going to be a mission for me right there to create something using those 3 things. And maybe I'll actually make a fruit flavor that I think's not trash. So that's one pro from tonight. And I'm liking it right now. At this very moment, it tastes good. I don't think that I could all day it because I just can't all day fruits, but I think that it tastes pretty good. Not mad at it. It could eat crackers in bed beside me. I'd be okay with it.
I could eat crackers and that beside me. I like that.
Nice. Well, um, after my first initial pass, it was quite earthy. The black tea was really strong, so I put more sweetener and more lemon, or basically doubled both. So I went to 2 and 1, and now I have something that tastes quite good. Um, when the bourbon comes through, I know what this mix tastes. I know what this base tastes like unsteep, and it's right on point. It's going to sit well in this mix. This black tea from SSA is very potent. It's very earthy. So now that I kind of killed it with sweetener and more lemon, now it's like just the perfect amount of good, like a good quality earthy tea. So, and especially from a black tea, I wanted to go with a black tea because I like it. I like that earthy note with bourbon. Um, they pair well together. I didn't want to go with a white tea or a citrus tea or anything like that. So that's on the more of the lighter side. I wanted to go with something quite. I wanted to go with a good earthy tea. So these are working together, and I think I got the ginger note just right. So
Nice.
and that's 0.15% in the whole thing, and it's still, you can still kind of taste it. So it's got a little. It kind of presents as a little bit of just a little bit of a spicy note. So it's quite lovely, and I'm very happy with this one also. Like you said it right on the money, Clown. Like that tea presented super earthy, and then it's the only thing that you would taste. But whenever, and like to go with what Chris said, but whenever tea is sweet enough, it tastes really good. So 1% of super sweet is a lot, but honestly, in this mix, you don't go, oh, that's sweet. You go, oh, this is nice. It's tea. It should be, and with whenever you make a hot toddy, it's just a shitload of honey and lemon, and then you top it off with, after you fill it up with hot water, or you put your tea bag and you fill it up with hot water, then it's just bourbon, lemon, and honey, just gobs of it. So yes, I think I might have wanted. I think a better lemon would probably be the lemon Sicily, because it would be more tangy. This is like kind of the VSO is almost a sweet lemon, and I wish it sat a little higher in the mix. I'm kind of wanting it to have that little lemon burn, So that natural lemon y'all were talking about, I think I need to put that one.
You need to get some Flavor Express lemon. Just throwing that out there.
That's what it is. Flavor Express lemon. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the cart here.
Lemon Sicily is really good. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah.
like it, and I do use it quite a bit. But I think that like Lemon Express is the best lemon that I've had and tasted.
Yeah,
Personally thinking.
like this SSA, now that it's sweet enough, is like it doesn't feel throaty, and it doesn't have that weird peaty note that some teas have. Like when I tried that Poet Sweet Black Tea, that was not good. Like I didn't enjoy that at all. But Skull and Crossbones made one. Wait, was it? It was like an Earl Grey with cream and lemon, and it was really good. So if you do it right, teas can be great. But my first pass, Clown and Chris were right on the money. Like, too much tea, it's bad, and it needs to be sweet enough. So there you go.
For sure. Man. As for me, I'll be honest, I am beyond ecstatic with this. I don't know how it'll steep out over time, but so far, it even has like there's this one boba shop near us that does like a creme brulee milk tea, and I think that's what the molasses ended up doing. It gave it more of like a little bit of a creme brulee sugar topping kind of thing. So very, very happy with this. Like, I don't know, I'm just like, that's all I can really say. Like, I'm really excited about this. I want to see where the potential on it goes, but so far it is good.
I actually think that mine might be too sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
There's such a thing.
Like I just took a drag of another liquid and then went back to it.
Mm.
I think it might be a touch sweet, but I don't know yet. Also, like that's the whole thing, right? It's so difficult. Like, sweetness is like a thing for people. Someone could likes the way that something tastes, but it's not sweet enough. And also people can like the way that something tastes and it's too sweet.
Yeah.
And I think that like I'm not the extreme no sweet guy, but I feel like things can get pretty sweet for me pretty quick. Um, and although Pam is saying there's no such thing, it really is. There is a thing called too sweet, and like I think that there's probably people that could try my liquids and like they would think that they're not sweet enough. And I think that some people, maybe not many, but I think some people would find them too sweet. But for me, they're like perfect. That's like my sweetness comfort zone is kind of like what I guess stuff in my line ended up being. Like I vape all my own shit all the time, so like I guess that makes sense. But it's such a tricky thing because like someone could literally be like, I love the way that that tastes, but it's too sweet, but it's not sweet enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you can't make everyone happy, so like trying to is just impossible. But it's just another one of those things like of subjectivity, right? Like someone could be
Yeah.
like, that's the best lemon I've ever tried. Someone else could have it and be like, that doesn't even taste good at all.
Mhm.
That's subjective. But then there's also that underlying thing of sweetness. Because then you could be like, that tastes fantastic, but it's too sweet. And then another person could try the exact same liquid and say that tastes fantastic, but it's not sweet enough.
I agree with Pam though.
But see, Pam, that's all part of it though. Like if they were way sweeter, they probably wouldn't vape as clean.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, okay, like me personally, I am not a sweet guy. That's why like Anthony Romello's liquids are good, but they're way too sweet for me at least. I personally just can't. Like I'll vape them, but it's way too much. They're good, but it's too much for me. And I know Anthony himself will tell you he's going for diabetes. So
Yeah, well, actually, what Anthony will tell you is, I vape sub-ohm tanks, and that's why I have to have 4 times as much flavor and sweetness. Like, dude, when he was on last week or 2 weeks ago,
mm-hmm.
and he said that he had 2% super sweet, I fucking gay.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I don't care what you're vaping out of. You could be vaping out of a fucking, I don't even know, man. Like a Kanger sub tank from like 2014. That is too much fucking sweetness for this cat. Like, I just can't do that. I've never even pushed super sweet over 0.5%.
Yeah. Same here.
And more often than not, I'll tone it down. I've never once been like, I might be able to do a bit more. No, that's it. Like TFA sweetener, sometimes I used to push it towards 1%, but it's nowhere near as sweet as super sweet.
Like, I don't know if you remember, but what, like 4 or 5 years ago, the joke was always that sweetener was at 5%.
Yeah, like I remember hearing lots of people be like, "Oh, I remember it was Jam Monster," and they're like, "Yeah, there's 3 flavors in it, and one of the flavors is like super sweet or sweetener," and they'd be like, "There's like 4% sweetener." And then like just 2 other flavors. And I'm like, yeah, and they made fucking millions and millions of dollars. So who's fucking really laughing? I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I'd never tried any other liquids. I'll be honest.
I remember I tried Jam Monster from like a buddy's setup like probably in 2016. And he like loved the strawberry Jam Monster. And he would use an Aspire Clito. And it just tasted like butter. Like I tasted a lot of butter. Like it was like buttery strawberry. And I was like, that doesn't taste good at all.
Well, that's their whole stick, though, right? It's like buttered toast with stuff.
Exactly, Pam. Exactly.
That is very true.
Hmm.
That's
Very
very
true.
true.
That's kind of like with Cajun food. That's it's spicy. No, it's just seasoned. It's just seasoned different.
Some people just can't handle
Like,
spices.
well, that's the thing though, is that I went when I was in Midland. They took me to some boil place, and I had got the regular, and I'm eating it. I'm like, this is borderline obnoxious, and they got like the hot, and I tasted it. I was like, this is this is obnoxious. Like, it's just hot for being hot. You can't taste anything. It's just hot. It's just spicy for no reason. You know, like, I want to taste the shrimp because shrimp is fucking delicious. I don't want to taste all the fucking seasoning.
Yeah, I like
So
spicy, but I just don't like. I'm gonna hurt myself spicy because I just don't find the point in that. I've never have.
For me, it's
yeah,
more like if
yeah,
okay, so this is how I feel about spicy food. First of all, I love it. Okay. But for me, it's all about the flavor. So if like the things that are making it hot are giving good flavor, I'm fucking totally set. Like I'm good.
like spicy Thai
But if
food.
it's like
Like,
just
that's
hot
that's
food,
good.
like they fucking put something in that's just like liquid heat and it has like no added flavor to it, I have no time for that. So like
Oh,
if you go to like some fucking run of the mill mom and pop fucking restaurant, like Greasy Spoon, and they have like really hot wings, I know that they're not making some fresh ingredient hot sauce. They're just like adding like ass in the
thanks.
tub hot sauce
Hmm.
and it's gonna not have any good flavor and it's just gonna be hot as fuck for no reason.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
That I have no time for.
Yeah, I mean, build some flavor, like make it taste good. And like Thai, like most Thai food, like I like hot Thai food because I like those chili flavors. They're fucking delicious. But if you're just gonna douse it with cayenne pepper just for the sake of doing it, then no
Yeah,
thanks.
there's no benefit. To
No,
me, that's like not what hot food's all about.
no, no.
Also, I have a question for
So
Asphalt Cowboy. Like, please tell me that you're a trucker, because if you are a trucker and that's your name on here, that's fantastic. Like, that's genius. I'm pretty sure that you just won the internet for the day. Like, that's amazing.
yeah,
For the
he's an
day,
asphalt cowboy.
What up, Vandal?
Asphalt cowboy. Hey,
Vandal.
Vandal. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I can confirm that he is a truck driver.
Oh, you can't
I
confirm
think.
it?
No. Yes. Truck. Yeah. Yes. Asphalt company is a truck driver. Yep. I
You
can
confirmed it.
confirm
You
that he
confirmed it?
is a truck driver. Oh,
Sure
he just
am.
did. Look.
Nice, dude.
Sure
You're a
am.
legend.
Yeah.
You win the internet for the day. 100%. I love it.
Nice.
Yep. Now I will say though, to be fair to Jam Monster, their disposables are very good. They got a lot of flavor, and
They do
they're pretty good.
disposables now.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anymore. Like, the place where I usually pick up stuff like that is they can't get them anymore. The shipping is getting bad, and you know, so um, and they're also really really popular. You know, they have like a blueberry that's really good, and then there is a mango peach that's really good, and then they also have a tobacco, surprisingly, that's actually really good. um, Shocked the hell out of me. Like, my brother-in-law let me taste one. I was like, that's pretty tasty. Like, in that device and that little setup they got, that it works pretty good. But all of their shelf, no one. Internet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Is it just like the bayou's like rough today or what?
No, it was fair weather today. There's probably my son doing homework, and then one's playing Xbox streaming, and then the TV, and then I don't know.
Too much stuff going
It's
on.
just yeah,
Bandwidth pirates.
yes.
Damn kids and their technology.
And what a successful tea run here. Yeah.
Oh no,
3
yeah,
for 3.
dude, it went well. You should make your kids play like the N64 or Super Nintendo. See how that goes for them.
Yeah, like get a cartridge game.
Yeah.
Like
Here, you can
can't even
play
talk to
Game Boy
anybody.
Advance. That's as
Yeah.
far as you can go.
Yeah.
No internet. Alrighty. So yeah, we had a good episode. We had a good run. We did this really good. I'm excited. I'm really happy to see how mine came out. We'll see how it progresses as it develops and such things. And you guys seem to be happy with yours. So we're gonna start saying our goodbyes and all that kind of thing. So Sifu, you want to take it away?
Yes, well, I have a good thing and I'll be quick. So thanks everyone for coming. What a super fun show. Love the chat. Love everyone coming out and supporting us. Love you all. You know how to find me. Hit me up. I will make you stuff. If you need help, I will help you. Go hit our ELR pages, like them, make something that we've done, and leave a comment. Interact with us on that format, because it really does help exposure, because like when I'm searching for a profile on ELR, if there's no reviews, I'll go to one with reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Something with some interaction on it, I kind of gravitate towards that, so I can get some feedback on that and see how it's going. So, so thank you all. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see y'all next week.
Nice.
Okay, well, I guess that means it's my turn. So I will echo the sentiment of thanking everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks for the good conversation. Also, Tribal, stop trying to get me to mix desserts, because clearly that's what I want to do. But when I'm excited about something, you're supposed to support your friends. Okay, so let me be excited about my fruit only mixes. All right, that's what I want. And yes, that is all that I have to say about that. Thank you everybody else for tuning in as well. I do appreciate you guys. If you guys want to check more of me out, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? I'm like a pretty good looking Canadian dude who likes to do vape stuff on YouTube and the internet, I guess, in general. So you can check me out on Friday nights on Frames Jank and Vapors YouTube channel. For the green room, same time as this show, 8 o'clock. It's always a good time, and I always love seeing people in chat. It's a good interaction, good time. So you can check that out. You can also check me out through the shedtimepodcast.com. And of course, you can hear me and James and Sean on the good old Shed Time podcast. And we're getting pretty close to a giveaway on the good old SoundCloud. So feel free to go over there and give us a follow and listen to it wherever you want after that. That's fine. I'm sure that somewhere that has reviews for anything, you can put it on there, like Reddit, whatever. That'd be cool too. It'd be greatly appreciated. And lastly, I will say, if you guys want to try out my e-liquids, feel free to go over to unclechristestinggrounds.com, use the code Mixingitup, and that'll save you a little bit of cash. There's like a bunch of different things on there, of like combo packs or just the single flavors, whatever ones you want. And if you had any questions about any of that stuff, you can always hit me up on like Instagram or wherever. Or there, I can't remember if there's an email listed. I imagine there probably is. I'd have to double check. But I've actually recently been like told that it's not that easy to find stuff on my site. And so I'm gonna try to figure it out. Because apparently, like, you can go to page 1, but you can't go to page 2 unless like you guess where the click is, because the click part for page 2 is not visible. So somebody messaged me the other day and said that I didn't have like the new Frankentones on there, and I was like, nah, it's there. And like I looked and I'm like, it's there. But then I looked on my computer, not through like the inside part of the webmaster part, like not through Shopify, and it is not there, but you can still click there. So it's I don't really understand what's happening. I'm really new with all this stuff. I appreciate that I'm saying that after having the website up for 10 months, but like I don't really know what I'm doing. So thanks to whoever told me that, because now at least I know it's a problem, so I'll try to figure it out. So yeah, if you guys want to do that, that'd be awesome. Also, if you guys are here and you're not subscribed to Clown's channel, you should hit subscribe, because I do have a goal and I will eventually get there. So please hit subscribe. And other than that, everybody be safe. Have a happy week. Clown, take it away.
Alrighty. Yeah. Like I say every week, hit up these gentlemen for their fine products, and try them out if you haven't tried them out yet. And if you have tried them out, just get some more, because you liked it. Don't even fucking try to argue with me on that.
Yeah, hand checks and shout outs really help.
Oh, they do. Any exposure helps. That's what I was gonna say. As for me, juice coils, hit me up and I'll get you set up straight. I've been doing like the fall line, which is an apple shake and not an apple shake, a pumpkin shake, a pumpkin cookie, and apple pie. And I mean, been doing those kind of slow and steadily, but I've been doing them, and it's been very, very excited to do something a little different. And I'm still working on redoing my menu, so that might change. So there are some that are on there that they're most likely just gonna be gone. So barely anybody cares for them anyways. Not to sound all like crude about it, but even I originally put them in there because somebody had requested them, and even I don't talk to that person anymore just because life and things happen. So they I haven't had any requests for these things in quite a while. Then, as I say, every week, be kind to those that do any of this kind of stuff, because in the end, not all of us get to have the fortunate ability to do this full time. So just give us a little bit of time and room to work, and we'll get you set up right. Like I said, if they take like 3 weeks and you haven't heard shit, to have at it. I don't fucking care. Blast them for all. Give a shit at that point. But if communication lines are still open and all that, I mean, it's just be patient a little bit. Things happen. I mean, there was 1 week where I had a big coil order, and right as I was getting everything ready to go, turned out my son had COVID, and I personally didn't want to be responsible for somebody else's health. And I told the dude, hey, this might take a couple extra days because this happened. He's like, dude, no worries. So it's that communication line. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there's like a Advocacy stream going on right now. If you guys haven't checked it out, I did post it to my Discord and a couple other Discords that we're in. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. They've been talking about different things, especially with like the tobacco taxation thing that's going on here in the US, and I think they've had panel members coming from all over the place, because I know LabWorks was like promoting it a couple of days ago. So I'm sure there's just people from all over the world jumping in on this, because I mean, this is affecting all of us in one way or another. So you got to stay aware and make sure you help those around you, because there's a lot of people out there that they vape, but they are your average. I buy a tank, I buy sub-ohm coils, and I stick to my mod, and that's it. They don't do any of the like YouTube stuff. They don't really go beyond that little personal space bubble that they have. And at work, I had to tell 3 different people that they might taxate nicotine, and they should probably stock up on some liquids before anything falls on the hammer. And they were like, what the fuck, when does this been happening? I was like, dude, this has been like a fight for at least the last 7 years. And they're like, really? And a lot of them are just not aware of what's going on. So that's where like that education, we gotta help people that are non-hobbyists. I mean, it sounds like really weird to say it that way, but that's really the best way I can put it. Yeah, so we'll catch you guys next week, and as always, vape on, mix on. Bow. Adio. Bye, Sifu.
Good day.